I'm Natalie and welcome to my channel, Oh Look How Cute. This is actually my very first YouTube video I've ever done. I've had the channel for quite a while, but I've never posted anything on it. But what I want to talk to you about today really is diamond painting. The biggest thing that's going on in the craft world right now. I got suckered into it all because I was thumbing through Facebook and saw an ad for it. So I checked it out and oh my gosh, I fell in love with it. I am an adult color book person. I love the color by numbers, and I have always loved coloring ever since I was young. And then my daughter said, Mom, you got to try out this new app, Sandbox. So of course I downloaded, fell in love with it, and did Sandbox for a long time, and my coloring books went aside. Now there's diamond painting, which is kind of a mixture of them both. So I'm like, holy cow, this is insane. But of course, being a crafter, I had to check it out. So I watched a couple YouTube videos to learn about it because I did not know anything about diamond painting. It was the first time I had ever seen it, heard of it, anything like that. So I saw one of the YouTubes where somebody had purchased one at Michael's craft store here in the United States. And I thought, wow, I have one of those. So I went down there, checked it out, and found a display of them. I will tell you that they are expensive. But with Michael's, they allowed me to use a 40% off coupon. So that lessened the blow of the price a little bit for me. So I went ahead and picked one up. It's a partial. I brought it home, opened it up, thought, wow, this is so cool. And then I pulled out the diamonds. Holy crap, they are tiny. But I thought, you know what, I bought it, I'm gonna try it out. So I opened it up, put it on the table, got everything ready. It came with the normal tools, the tray, the pen with the cute little grippy, bags, and wax. It came in a cute little jar. So it was a round partial, it was a little tiger. I'll show it to you in one of my videos so you guys can see what I did. But the main reason why I wanted to do this one particular today was because I see so many videos of unboxing or work in progress. I don't really see a whole lot of finished products and reviews on those, what they thought of it. You know, a lot of you are guilty like me, you buy, and then we see the unboxing, but then we don't ever hear whatever become of those. So I thought, you know, I kind of want to change that around and show you guys one that I've done, and I'll probably do a couple more videos of them, of how I felt about it, what I experienced doing it. Hopefully it'll help you guys in the future decide paintings you'll purchase and things like that. So the first thing I want to do is I don't want to say anything negative about this company because I'm going to chalk up this whole experience to learning because I have learned so much since I first bought this painting. I bought this painting off of AliExpress. So far that's been my favorite one to order from, mostly because there's so much variety and there's no shipping. So I have not bought anything off of Wish. I did buy a couple off of Amazon. And I did buy my first one off of Etsy. It was pretty expensive and it did have shipping, but I'm in love with it. I'm absolutely in love with it, and I will definitely do an unboxing and product review on that one once I get it in the mail. It's taken quite a while, but it did say that it would. So I'm just, you know, I've got plenty to do, but you know us, we get so excited when the China mail comes. So the first one I want to talk to you about was from Zooya official store. This was a 30 by 40 round full. It only had like 14 colors. That was the #1 mistake right there. It only had 14 colors. For 30 by 40, that seems, it doesn't seem very good. So I thought, okay, but at the time I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So I went ahead and put them in my little bags. I had all the inventory, everything was there. I had no problem with that. Started putting the little painting together, and I'm thinking, this doesn't look right. This does not look right at all. But as I've learned since then, you can't judge a book by its cover. You've got to give it a chance. So I ended up putting it aside for a while, and I started working on a butterfly that I also picked up at Michael's with a 40% off coupon. I started working on that. And then I started watching more YouTube videos and trying to get in a feel for it. And people are saying, you know, the colors might seem really off, so just continue it. And then when you step away from it, you're going to see a completely different picture. It's true. It really is true. But I just really had a hard time with this painting. First thing I want to tell you is don't buy black on black. Second problem was not enough color. I didn't want to go really big because I didn't know if I was going to like doing a full. Of course, I fell in love with it, absolutely. But here's the sad thing is I do not have the original to show you. I threw it in the garbage. If I had known then what I know now, I would have never thrown it away. But I was so disappointed in it. My diamonds kept popping off of it. I was constantly replacing them. And I just was so unhappy with it. There was no way I was going to hang that on my wall. My son, my 10-year-old son didn't even want to hang it on his wall. So you know that was pretty bad. I mean, anything I make my son, he loves. And the reason why I even picked this painting was for my boyfriend because he loves labs. And of course, I'm a Chihuahua fan. So I thought, he can't have a big dog here where we live. So I'll just make him one and he can look at it whenever he wants. So I'm sorry I don't have the original to show you, but I do have pictures of it, and so just bear with me as I go through this with you. So here is the painting that I got. Right there, everybody should have said, girl, why did you get black on black? You know, it's not going to turn out very good. Yeah, it didn't turn out very good. And I'm sure if I had gone bigger, at least a 50 by 60 even, where it came with more colors, I bet it would have been a lot better experience for me and I would have liked it a lot more. I do have a picture of it. This is what I saw on AliExpress. Looks really cute. You know, how could you not want to make that? Isn't that just the cutest thing ever? But as you notice it, look at how gray he is and look at that rose. This is the one that came out on the printout. It's a little bit different. The rose isn't as full. And it's definitely not as gray as the picture shows, okay? This is a printout. Maybe they were losing ink, whatever, I don't know. So I continued to work on it and was moving along. Everything was fine. But I noticed as I was putting in beads or diamonds, resins, drills, whatever you want to call them, they were popping off. And if I'd rub my hand over it, I'd pick up my hand and they'd be all over my hand. And I'm like, what the crap? So I'd put them back down and they'd pop up. They seemed really tight in places. It was just really weird. It wasn't like the diamond dots that I had experienced. But diamond dots is fantastic. And the colors were just weird. They were like green, not gray. But I remember somebody saying, you know, just keep going, just keep going. So I did, and I got up to about here. And then I thought, oh, I want to see his face. So I started working on his face. From up close, his face looked terrible. I'm like, this is awful. This doesn't even look like a dog. And so I just kept going and kept going and kept going. I was frustrated with it. So like I said, I quit working on it. Started working on this butterfly I had bought. Came back to it, started working on it more. And then as I stood away from it, took a picture of it and looked at the picture on my phone and thought, doesn't look so bad on my phone. So I thought, I'm going to finish doing it. So I went ahead and I completed it, and I completed it pretty quick. And I laid it on the table, and again, I had missing diamonds. I'm like, where are my diamonds going? They're everywhere. They're just popping off like crazy. Little did I know at the time, I could have got a rolling pin and rolled it over the canvas. That would have helped pop a lot of those in. But the beads just didn't feel right. The whole painting just didn't feel right to me. And like I said, I'm going to chalk up this whole thing to experience, being new at diamond painting, because I think had I maybe gotten it bigger, maybe even gotten it in a square instead of a round, I don't know. The canvas also was not very good. The symbols were really hard to read. There was two symbols in particular that this square one right here of the 310s, the lovely 310s, and the circle one of the lovely 939s. They were so close together on this canvas that I'll guarantee you I screwed it up. I put squares where circles were supposed to be and circles where squares were supposed to be. So that could have caused some of it, but I don't think that even misplacing a couple of those would have caused the outcome of this that I got. I just thought the bead quality was poor, but like we said, it was only my first painting after doing a diamond dots, and their beads are fantastic. I just felt the painting had lack of color. Little did I know then that the more colors, the better. I just felt that the spacing was too small for the beads, and that's why they kept popping off. I also had a ripple in my canvas. After working on the dog's face right here, his nose, you could push on it and it was soft, like it had a ripple in it. And no matter how much I stretched it, that just didn't go away. So that was another thing I didn't like about it. So there was just a lot of things I didn't like about it. But here is actually the finished product. So again, there's the picture I saw on AliExpress. Here's the actual picture of it completed. Now, keep in mind, those little speckles are actually the diamonds. I did take a picture with my phone. See, if you step away from it on my phone, it didn't look as bad. But if you notice, he has no body. He has absolutely no body whatsoever. You can see his little paws. He has no jaw. And the rose, it wasn't even a full rose. It looks like somebody had taken a bite out of the rose. So, I don't know. I shouldn't have thrown it away. I probably should have just kept it as my very first failure, but I was just so disappointed in it. And I had put it away in the closet. And I took it out of the closet after not touching it. And all these diamonds were just missing. It was just the weirdest thing. I have no explanation for it. So, anyway, is my first product review, very first painting I ever did. Again, it came from Zooya official store. I am going to give Zooya a second chance to prove to me that they are great. They did come highly recommended. And thirdly, they are going to do a custom for me that I couldn't get anybody else to do. Just to give you a preview of an upcoming project that I'll do a product review on it when I get it done. It's going to be Lovely Brute. I've already done the unboxing because, like I said, I didn't start thinking about doing this until all these were already open. So anyway, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Hit subscribe so you can see my upcoming videos. And again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch my very first YouTube video. I hope this was helpful to you. Have a great evening and stay safe. Bye-bye.